Welcome to this short tutorial on how to build your own aquaponics system. I built this aquaponics system in my office. I'm an optometrist and this goes in my professional office, as you can see. This is the waiting room area, so people can look at both the fish and the plants that are growing while waiting. Aquaponics is really neat to have an environment like this because it brings up conversation. People are very interested in how the system works and what type of plants are growing. Can you eat them? How does the water that the fish live in and swim in help the plants, and etc. It is a great conversation starter. Aquaponics is a combination of hydroponics and aquaculture. Aquaculture is just the keeping or the raising of fish, and usually done in more large scale, like tilapia, things like that, where people grow fish for meat. This is obviously more of a smaller scale tropical fish. Since it's in a waiting room, I wanted to have something that the waters would stay nice and clear, and the larger the fish go, the more murky the waters are. So I've got about, I don't know, 10 or 12 fish in here, and we'll eventually get a few more. Hydroponics then is the growing of plants. A lot of times you'll see hydroponics tomato farmers. They'll have whole greenhouses where they grow tomatoes year round, and they do so without soil. They use tubes that have a system of irrigation or water that goes through the tubes, and they put chemicals into that water, and the chemicals will have the nutrients and everything that the plants need to grow. Aquaponics combines the two because we know that the water that the fish live in is nutrient rich. There are bacteria that convert the ammonia that's in that water that the fish produce. They convert that ammonia to nitrites and nitrates, which the plants then can take up through their roots and use as nutrients. All of these plants that I have here were grown without any addition of extra nutrients. This is chard, rhubarb chard, I believe. There's a little bit of arugula in there. I've eaten most of it already, and then this is some kale. You can grow everything from greens like this to tomatoes and peppers, and the only thing that really doesn't work that well is more of the root vegetables, as far as I know. So when I set out to build this aquaponic system, what I found was a lot of information on aquaponics, what it is, how to build systems, but most of the systems were large scale. They were large build-it-yourself boxes at home that you could put out in your greenhouse. I needed something specifically that would look nice in an office, and so I needed to use the existing aquarium setup that I had, and I needed to build an aquaponics system on it. And did not find much information about that, so I just wanted to share a little bit of what I've learned along the way.